evening. I'm Brett Baer, and this is a Fox News alert. The Pentagon, NASA, the Missile Defense Agency, the Navy, and the Air Force all say it was not theirs. So who or what was behind the apparent firing of a rocket or a missile or something else Monday night off the West Coast? Or was it something else? National correspondent Steve Centani is at the Pentagon tonight to tell us what he knows as of this hour. Good evening, Steve.
Hi, Brett. Yes, one senior military official saying they're leaning in the direction that it might have been an airplane that showed up in that video, but other military officials say they're still counting noses to see whether it could have been a missile or a rocket. Right now, we still don't know exactly what the video taken by a Los Angeles news helicopter is actually showing. An airplane, a missile launch, an amateur rocket, a mistake, a secret mission, or something else. The mysterious object was estimated to be in the atmosphere 35 miles northwest of Santa Catalina Island off the coast of Southern California. NORAD, the North American Aerospace Defense Command, did try to reassure the public with this statement issued much earlier. It says, at this time, we're unable to provide specific details, but we're working to determine the exact nature of this event. We can confirm there's no indication of any threat to our nation. NORAD says the flying object, whatever it was heading away from the coast, and there were no foreign vessels in the area that could pose any threat. The flying object had a thick contrail or plume, suggesting a large missile, but one expert, retired Admiral John Stufflebeam, says it could have been exaggerated by atmospheric conditions or by optics.
When you look at things that are silhouetted against the sun, or at least from the sunlight direction, that amplifies a whole lot more than what if you were looking at something cross-range or downrange in terms of visual optics.
Now, there are missile launching facilities in Southern California. The chief possibilities would be Vandenberg Air Force Base and Point Mugu Naval Air Station, but both of them deny launching anything. NASA also says it launched nothing, and the FAA says it didn't issue any license for that time frame for any commercial launch. Now, Stufflebeam says he discounts the possibility that it was some kind of mistake by a Navy vessel.
I just can't conceive of an example where it could be just done by sheer accident, because there's never just a one-man push-the-button operation. There are always at least a couple of people involved as a fail-safe.
And he says we would have had an answer by now, he believes at least, if it was in any way connected to the U.S. government. Brett?
Okay, Steve, so the FAA tells Fox that there was not any commercial launch, didn't have any license for a commercial launch. NASA says it wasn't them, says there was no meteorite activity. Meteorites go down, not up.
Exactly.
The Pentagon says it wasn't a threat, but still doesn't know what it was?
Doesn't know 100%, that's right. They're still trying to check into it and find out exactly what it was. They don't believe it was a threat because it wasn't headed toward land and there were no foreign vessels in the area that could have launched it. So, that's right. Big question mark right now.
If we get any more throughout the show,
big question.
I'm sure you'll come back. Steve,
okay.
Thank you very much. When the new Congress...
Yeah, so these guys are obviously just got it all worked out, huh? Got it all on a ball. Everything's fine. There was no threat to America. There was no threat to anybody. It was obviously, it was a UFO launched from the ground. UFO missile.